Hey girlfriends, it's Kim Barnes Waterman here on Friday with a word for your weekend. Okay, continuing on with Nehemiah. We are up to chapter 4 in Nehemiah. They're in the middle of their work. The enemy tried to get them to give up themselves, just to throw the whole thing in, but they didn't do it. And now the enemy has more enemies, right? They got more people that are going to come against them. And Nehemiah knows that. The Jews that were on the outside of the city came to Nehemiah, who is the leader, like 10 times. Don't forget they're planning. Don't forget they're going to come up against you on every side. Don't forget, middle of the night, middle of the day, you got to be ready. And Nehemiah prayed and he prepared, right? And they continued to work on the wall. Listen to this. It gets hard in the middle. I told you this. It gets hard. Verse 10 in chapter 4. Thus it was said in Judah, the strength of the burden bearers is failing, yet there is much rubbish, and we ourselves are unable to rebuild the wall. Yeah, ever feel like that? I'm in the middle of the work. It just got too hard. My strength has failed me. Here's what happens. Nehemiah sees their fear. This guy is a great leader. He sees their fear, and this is what he says to them. He talks to the leaders, he talks to the nobles, and he talks to the people. He talks to the workers, he talks to everybody there. And Nehemiah says, don't be afraid of them. You know what? Their strength is failing because they're getting afraid. The enemy didn't let up, and they're just tired. Right? You've been in battles like that. The enemy doesn't let up and you just get tired. This is what Nehemiah says. Don't be afraid of them. Remember the Lord, who is great and awesome. And you fight. And you fight for your brothers, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your houses. Nehemiah brings them back to focus. Remember the Lord. I know you're tired. I know it's scary. I know the enemy won't shut up. But you remember the Lord. He is great and he is awesome. And remember why you're fighting. Remember why you're fighting. Amen. Okay, you guys can do this. We can rebuild. We are rebuilders. We can catch a vision from God. We can grab onto the vision. We can learn some warfare tactics, and we can see victory in our lives. Old Testament stories are there for our example, and they're there for our learning. So you grab on, raise up your weapons. You pray, and watch God give you victory in all those areas that he's working on. All right, girlfriends, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.